Okay.
First of all, I have a burning question of my own, Sadhguru. So in addition to my day job, I am a yoga teacher and a mindful meditation devotee. So what is your favorite yoga pose? And I have a feeling it's not downward dog for some reason.
The way I sit right now. See, for me yoga is not about postures. The word yoga means…
1 second, guys. Okay.
union. Union means, in most people's experience of life, it is me versus the rest of the universe. If it's you versus the rest of the universe, it's a hopeless fight. So yogi has realized that this is a hopeless situation to be in, and he has learned to open up what I call as myself and make it like everything. So there is no me and the universe, there's just me, or there's just the universe. So in what posture do you want to sit? It's up to you. It depends what kind of seat they provide you.
And you've talked about this a lot, the idea of inner engineering. One of the people looking in here, like how you came up with this concept of inner engineering, and what does it mean?
See, is it not true that though people profess all kinds of religions and talk about all kinds of gods that they have not seen, today one thing that everybody trusts is engineering, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why we trust engineering is, when you engineer something, you engineer it the way you want it. So we engineered everything in the world the way we want it. It has definitely brought us much comfort and convenience, to a point we are the most comfortable generation ever. The kind of conveniences that we are experiencing, no generation ever in the history of humanity has experienced. But everything has transformed around us because of our engineering. But this one has still remain like a caveman, because you still get angry the same way as a caveman used to get angry. Is it not important that not just your car, not just your computer, not just your Wi-Fi connections, not just the world around you, you as a person happen the way you want yourself to be? If you don't happen the way you want yourself to be, everything else is happening the way you want it, life still won't be good. It'll be comfortable, but it will not be beautiful. Life becomes beautiful only when you are able to happen just the way you want yourself to be. If you could happen right now the way you want yourself to be, would you keep yourself blissed out or miserable?
Might have to tell my boss I'm gonna go teach yoga on
No,
island.
you didn't answer my question.
So no, it's a very good point. So start with the canvas within
if you had a choice right now, either to be totally blissed out or miserable, what is your choice for yourself?
Blissed out, but with a purpose. Yeah.
See, if you're blissed out, you will do what is needed, not with your own artificial purpose.
Right.
Nobody has any right to have a purpose of their own. If you are really joyful by your own nature, you will look around and see what's needed and you do just that.
Absolutely.
If we are doing what is not needed, that is not a great thing. Only when people are seeking happiness through their action, they will do all sorts of things which are unnecessary on this planet. But if your life is an expression of your joy, you would do simply what's needed. So why should you need a purpose of your own? There are many things that are needed. If something is needed, we will act. Nothing is needed, you can close your eyes and sit.
Absolutely.
With mind full or empty, it's up to you. I sit with an empty mind, you do mindful.
Time to clear and reset. Very true. So one of the people streaming in had a follow-up to that. If we are all in the pursuit of happiness, why do you think it is so elusive?
To be in pursuit of happiness itself is a oxymoron. Because whether you experience joy or misery, happiness or unhappiness, agony or ecstasy, all happen from within you, isn't it? When the source of your human experience is within you, when the basis of human experience is within you, you trying to extract it from the world is a silly way to go about. Right now, this is the problem. People are trying to extract happiness from people around them or the world around them. They will definitely be frustrated and it will be elusive, because how can you make happiness rain upon you? Happiness will not rain upon you. It is just that the seat of your experience is within you. If it was under your control, if you had taken charge of it, you would definitely create most pleasant experience for yourself. If it is not on your charge, it happens accidentally. Somebody else is able to make you happy or unhappy. Or what this means is, somebody else or something else or just about anybody can determine what happens within you. See, if somebody determines what happens around you in your life, that itself is generally called as slavery, isn't it? If someone else or something else can determine what happens within you, isn't this the worst form of slavery? That's what I'm trying to release them from. The worst form of slavery, that something or somebody or whatever can determine what happens within you. What happens within you must be determined by you. If you determine what happens within you, I am 100% sure you will make the most pleasant things happen within you. If right now, if you're feeling blissed out, will you be nice to me? Obviously, isn't it?
Yes.
If you are feeling nasty, you will share it with me. But if you are feeling beautiful, you respond beautifully to everything around you. Instead of teaching all kinds of morality to people, if you teach them how to be joyful by their own nature, you can be assured they will do the best things to everybody around them.
Absolutely. Very wise. So, someone has a challenge, then why is there so much suffering in the world? Is there a reason for it?
Suffering in the world is self-inflicted. There are situations in the world which could be challenging. Somebody is in a war zone, somebody is in a famine zone. These are pains caused from outside to us. Somebody may be in an ailment or an injury. These are things caused to us from outside. Pain is caused to you by your body and by situations around you. Suffering is totally manufactured in your mind. If pain comes, suppose I step on a thorn and it hurts me, it hurts my body, it's painful. My body also goes through pain. But whether you want to multiply it in your mind and make it into suffering, or just leave it as pain and treat the pain as it should be treated, is your choice. So this is a choice that you must be able to exercise. Most people have lost that ability to exercise that choice. The reason why there is such widespread suffering is, we have not invested any time or energy or resource towards the inner well-being of the human being. We have built schools, we have built hospitals, we are building all kinds of things around us which are of course needed. But have we built any infrastructure, either physical infrastructure or human infrastructure, towards the inner well-being of the human being? At random, here and there, something is happening, but there has not been an organized effort to do that. And that is why you see so many people suffering, because we have not invested in the human well-being.
All right, next question. We're at the Global Landscapes Forum where people work together, but sometimes people are selfish and just care about themselves. What is your advice?
I'm sorry, global?
We are here at the Global Landscapes Forum, where the mission is to work together. But many people seem selfish and only care about themselves. What do you say to that?
You must make them care more about themselves. If you're genuinely concerned about yourself, genuinely, then you will naturally be concerned about everything. Right now, their concern is not even themselves. It is their thought, it is their emotion, it is their ideology, it is their belief systems, it is their prejudices that they're concerned about. If they're genuinely concerned about themselves as a life that they are, they would naturally be concerned about every other life, because if you sit here for a moment as a life, because you and me are life, rest is all made up in our minds, isn't it? that I'm Indian, you're Taiwanese, somebody else, something else. This is all made up in our minds. Essentially, if you simply sit here, you're just a piece of life. If you experience yourself as a life, you being concerned about every life is just a natural consequence. It is, they're not sufficiently concerned about themselves, that is my concern.
So, how does one start a movement?
When we're working together in a place like this, we also have these issues. People keep coming to me. We are a volunteer organization with millions of people working across the world, so many things happening.
Okay, continue करेंगे.
And people keep coming up to me and say, Sadhguru,